Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Here we go, more Concordia. I decided I was going to put it away, and then I decided, you know what, it was late last night, so I didn't put it away. And I got up this morning and I said to myself, you bought all these expansions and stuff, maybe it's time, you play them. We're trying to play more games. So I decided to get everything back out, put it all back on the table, and read up on the Salt expansion and all the other expansions. And I randomly chose a map, which happens to be one of the most difficult maps there is, I think. It's going to be crazy. So we got a lot to talk about in the setup here. We're going to go through setup with you guys and show you how to do setup in case you're interested in learning how to, do all this stuff. So without further ado, let's get it to the table. And the first thing you will see is this map is super tall and thin. It's a tall, thin board. And if I was to have it upright, like half the board hangs off the table. So it's like, I can't do it that way. So I have to turn it sideways. So I apologize for that. The other thing we're adding is the fish module. We're adding the salt modules, we're adding the forum module, we're adding the new map modules, we're adding just about everything we can get our grubby little fingers on. So again, there's a lot to talk about with this. So first things first, let's see, what's the easiest thing? So we'll talk about the tiles. So there's a bunch of tiles, as you can see here. What you're going to do with the tiles is you're going to get all the blue tiles, you're going to shuffle these all up, and you're going to get 2 of them, and then you're going to keep 1. You're going to take all the blue tiles and shuffle them back in with all the green tiles, and you're going to create your draw deck, which I will talk about here in a few seconds. Again, there's a lot to talk about in setup for this game because we're using all the expansions. And I wanted to show everyone how to set this up because I'm sure there are some people out there that are a little confused. Like, what should I do? What should I not do? How do I do this? How do I not do this? So we've taken all the blue out. We shuffled up the blue. We drew 2 of them and we kept 1. For us, every time we use our Tribune character, we can exchange any one of our resources for a salt. And that blue represents ongoing abilities whenever you use the action tile. And then green abilities are like one-time uses. So once you activate them, they're done. So, and you can see there's a variety of green and blue in this deck. And I'm just shuffling it up randomly so that it's good to go. All right, so that'll be the first thing we got done. And there we go. And then we just take the top one and put it here. And the next one will go there. The next one will go here. And the next one will go here. Now, whenever you go and turn, whenever you use your Tribune card and get all your cards back, based upon how many cards you get back, you can choose one of these tiles. So if you draw 4 or 5 cards, you can only use this one. If you get 4, 5, or 6, then you can choose one of these 2. If you do 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, you can do one of these 3. If you do 10 or more cards, then you can choose any of these. And so that is super cool. And you can notice that I'm putting this over here. There's one little town that I'm covering up, but I'll explain why in a minute. We'll get to this map here in a minute. Okay, so that is that board and the special forum things. Okay, now for the actual board, what I'm going to do is you're going to take your level 1 guys and your level 2 guys. You're going to take your level 2 guys, you're going to shuffle them up. Level 2 guys, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. and then you're going to find your little Concordia guy, and I like to put him underneath my number 2. So when I draw my last number 2, I go, oh yeah, don't forget, you get 7 points if you end the game. Alright, and then for your number 1s, you're going to shuffle these up. Oops. And then you're going to put these out. Unfortunately, as you can see, this map doesn't come with any spots for cards. So what they've done is they created little boards for these, which I've got nowhere to really set. So what I decided to do was just put out 4 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the AI was going to get the Mason card. We're going to add that to him. 4, 5, 6, 7. I probably never buy the 4, 5, and 6, 7 because they're so expensive. Right? If you look at the so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 6, and 7 all cost cloth, which are hard to get, and it's a very expensive resource. So you usually don't want to. You don't want to unless a card comes out that you absolutely desperately need. So I'm probably just going to keep the first 4 cards active going forward, just for space-wise. But at least this way you can see the 7 cards that are coming. We'll see how it goes. The second thing is, you're supposed to start at the AI starts on the 0 spot. You're supposed to start at the 20 spot. But because this player board is in the way, I just decided it doesn't matter as long as we start 20 points ahead of them. So I'm going to start at the 40, and the AI is going to start at the 20 spot. It's still 20, 0 to 20, 20 to 40 is the same difference. But this way it'll be out of the way. We don't have to worry about having this board hit it. The fish board. What is the fish board? Well, the fish board is, instead of having random resources now as your reward, every province has a fish as a reward. And when you activate a province, you get the fish. And if you get double fish, you actually turn it over and get 2 fish as opposed to 1 fish. And then you can spend these fish to do special things on the board. You can choose any spot to start. You can say, you know what, I am going to go... I'm going to start, like say, I'm going to take this action, and then you can see the arrows. The next action I have to take will go this way. If I want to skip a location, I got to pay a Stellaris. So let's say I use this location, and then I want to skip this one, and then use this one. So I would have to put 2 Stellaris down to use this location, and then that would cost me 2 fish to use that location. So it's kind of like a racetrack that you use only one way, and then you're going to be putting Stellaris down to skip spots. You don't have to skip spots. You can go here, and then you can go there, and then you can go there, and then you can go there. Whatever you want to do. Okay, so that's the fish board. You're just going to put fish out instead of anything else. The AI never uses the fish. If he gets a fish... he just puts it in his pile for a victory point at the end of the game. And any fish you use, you actually give to him as victory points at the end of the game. So that's not a good thing either. As far as this map board, we're going to talk about this map board. But in this map board, there is no bees. So you can take all the bees and put them back in the box. We need A's, which we will shuffle up. And you will notice one of the A's now is salts, because we're using the salt expansion. So we're going to shuffle these up. And we're going to put out all of the A's. All right, so we got A here, A here, A here, A here, There. Uh-oh. There. Uh-oh. And the salt is way up here in the corner. Way up there in the corner. Okay. So that's all the A's. Then we got the D's. We'll do the D's next. And again, there's a salt in here and all the regular ones. We'll go D, which is that. D. Oh, there's the salt over there. And there. And there. And right there. And the rest of these are going to be C. Okay. Iron. And bricks. Food. Iron. Food. Wine. Cloth. Salt all the way down there. Boy, salt is going to be super hard in this game. Super hard. And then that's going to be a C. We're going to put that right there. For that city there. Okay. So salt's going to, that spot's going to be super big for okay. Like getting that salt. Because salt in this game is a wild card. It does cost a lot of resources to build it, but if you produce in salt, that's can be a good thing, I guess. Okay, so let's talk about the specialness of this board. So there's several things going on with this board. Number one, you notice that there's a special food token right here. This food token starts in the Kesh province down here. Kesh, I think is what it's called. The Kesh province. It starts here. And whenever you produce in there, you get an extra food. And then it will slide up to the next region. Same thing, when you produce here, you get an extra food, and then it comes here, and then it comes here, and then it comes here, and then it wraps around, and it's basically the Nile. It represents the multitude of awesomeness that the Nile provides. The Nile will actually give you water connections between the different locations. So you can use your ships to go down the Nile. Until you get to the very end, and if you make it to the very end, and your ship is there, at the end of your turn, you slide it over there, and that is a special gold deposit. You send your ship after a gold deposit, and it's worth 7 victory points at the end of the game. You can only ever have one of your ships on a special space. That's not the only special space. You will see there's another special space we're going to talk about here in a second. So for this map anyways, you can use the Nile as waterways as well as the landways to get down to the very bottom here. And you can also have multiple ships in the same waterways. In this map, I believe is what it said. Let me just double check if it's all waterways or if it's just sea regions. Each blue sea lane may be occupied by several sea colonists at the same time. Each blue sea lane may be occupied by several sea colonists at the same time. So it doesn't necessarily, it could be either the rivers or the ocean, or I guess that's the land over there. Ignore that. So you can have multiple, unlike in the normal game, your ships would block. If you're in that location, the enemy can't end in your location. They can do that in the blue and on the Nile, but they can't do it on the land ones. Now the Dead Sea, which is here, is not connected to the ocean. This is the Dead Sea. And the only way to get a ship in the Dead Sea is to use a colonist card, which is this one right here. Use a colonist card and have one of the port locations, which are Cosma, let's see. You got to have a port location, and then you got to use a colonist card to put a ship there. If your ship ever gets adjacent to this location, at the end of your turn, you slide it over into this location. Again, you can only ever have one of your ships in this location. And now, whenever a province from, let's see which one it is. It is this purple province here. So it is, yeah, this purple province here, or aqua colored province. The brown province and the green province. You can see the little symbols on the map. There's 3 of them. One there, one there, one there. Whenever those provinces produce, if you have a ship here, you earn yourself 5 stellari because you're selling the incense. What's it called? It is called frankincense. You're selling frankincense. And the only okay. Okay, I'm just looking to see with the harbor at the Red Sea. So there's only it seems to be a little bit confusing, but there's only 3 provinces are Sinai, Arabia, and Letis. So Letis, Arabia, and Sinai. These are the only 3. And so you have to have a port city. So one of these 2, one of those 2, and one of those 2. You have to have a port city on the Dead Sea. And then you have to produce your ship. And then you can travel your ship over here. And if it's adjacent to here, at the end of the turn, you must. And you can see that it shows a little 5 stars there. And anytime this region, or this region produces, it will produce you 5 Solaris. Okay, so that is a lot of things going on in this map. There's some examples of play here, which I did read through, and you will notice that some of these names, like this one here, like, how would you pronounce that name there? Alia? Ayla? Alila? No, it's pronounced Aquaba. Aquaba. That's pronounced Aquaba, I think, is the pronunciation of that. So, anyways, pronunciation of these names are probably going to be off, but it's still a great game. Alright, so that's that. We also have, now there's a few changes to setup when you use the Salt expansion. When you use the salt expansion, everyone starts with 1 resource and a salt. To get a salt, or to build a salt house, it costs you an iron and a wine and 5 money. What else? What else is there? All right, yes, we have to set it. We set up the deck, right? We used all the 1s, then we put all the 2s on top of them. We gave him one of his. These are his cards here that we can use because they're face down in his player area. And before we do anything else, just going to check something. All right, so we're using the fish, we're using the forum cards, we're using the salt, we're using the player board that's completely different, and that's a lot to add in, but I think we'll be fine. It's not going to add that many too many rules into the game. Again, we're starting on the 20 and 40 as opposed to 0 in the 20 space. We start with $6 still, and we are ready to rock and roll. All right, so we need a colonist to build a ship. We definitely, the AI prefers these 6 spots. Is his number 1 goal is to build in these 6 spots. Then from there, he'll move on if he can build in those spots. So getting a spot on this Dead Sea is super important. So we would like to do that ourselves. Actually. I'm pretty sure we would like to. And food costs us a brick and a food. And then a brick costs us a food, which... I do have a salt, which gives you any resource you want. Do we want to build right there? Which would be a food place, which is a brick. Oh no, we're not going to have enough. We're not going to have enough to build 2 because we would need 2 bricks. Well, hang on. We would have a brick and a food, and then we would need a brick and an iron. Wait, a brick and a food, and then we would need a brick and an iron. Actually, we do have enough. We could build there or there. Or here. If we wanted to use our salt. If we wanted to go after the salt. Salt costs iron and a wine and $5. Iron and a wine. That is, gosh, this is such a, I mean, you want to start off really good. You want to start off the game like very good. If you want to make a good first move, it's going to help you throughout the rest of the game, right? So, like getting a food place and this, or like that's 2 ports in this area. So whenever we activate that area, we would get both of the bonuses. Plus we would get the fish. Yep, I think I'm going to do it. So we're going to architect. We're going to move our colonists. And we're green. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to go right there. And can we, wait a minute, can we afford that? 3, 4, 5. Yes, we can. Okay, so we need a brick and a food for this house right here. And we need a brick and an iron for this house right there. And we need 5 Solitaria right there. So those all go back to the bank. And we are super poor once again. But we've made strides. We put out 2 houses there. We're in Sinai. Pretty hard. Now he's going to take a card. He's going to roll the blue dice. And he's going to take a card. And again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3. So he's going to take the diplomat card, which we can't not even use. I'm not going to keep putting 7 out because, again, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to choose anything that's not in the first group anyways. So I'm not going to be worried about that. So that is our first card. Once our card is done, I will put it in our discard pile, which will be right there, I guess. We'll try that. Okay, so we got 1 money, which is not a lot of money. So I'm wondering what we're gonna do. We're gonna probably produce, aren't we? Take some goods, and we're gonna do the better prefect one, so we get to take the goods twice. We're gonna produce in Sinai. Sinai is right here, so we get the good twice. Well, that's 2 fish. So we'll take. Whoa, come here, fish. We'll take 2 fish, and then we get a iron and a house or food. And an iron, food and an iron. And then he's going to gain 2 victory points. And then that is that. All right, we desperately would like some money now. Desperately, oh desperately. We need wine for this card. We need iron for this card. I think we're going to take 2 cards. We're going to take 2 cards. We're going to spend a wine for this card. And then this card will cost us an iron and anything else. And we're going to choose food to take the architect card. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to build a house in S. S is special on this map where he tries to prioritize an ocean or a port on the Dead Sea here. Let's see what he does. He's going to try for a brick house. I like marking all the different locations you can reach. Brick. Can he get to this one? Yes, he can. 1, 2. He can get to this one. Can he get to this one? He can get to that one. And he's going to prioritize this because it's a port on the ocean. So he's going to move his guy 1, 2, and he's going to put a house right there. And that's all that happens. And that's our 3rd card play. Okay, we are super resource poor again. But we do have 2 fishies. Now we can separate the fish. Like if we spend 1 fish, we can spend 1 fish. We don't have to spend the double fish. Oh, I'm sorry. The fish also take a spot. You can only have a maximum of 2 fish in a spot, by the way. So if I wanted to get some resources, does he help us with that? He does give us some money for 2 fish. 5, 6, 8 bucks. $8. $8 for 2 fish, huh? So you do that at the beginning of your turn. It's not your card play. So I think I am going to turn in the 2 fish. I give it to him. We'll just stack up his fish over there. So he's got 2 there. And let's see here. Jesus. The hell is that thing? I guess we'll use this as our token. We're going to go there. We're going to get 5, 6, 7, $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was our free play, and we still have to play a card now. So we got a little bit of money. We need some resources now. Maybe we need to trade. So we're going to trade. So we get 3 Stellaris. And now we can trade for resources. So where are we going to go? Over here and here. So to build, you need bricks. So we're going to buy bricks. And to build, we can't build, well, we could build on this place, but I don't really want to build there. 1, 2, We need, wine. Oh, AM. We need wine and iron if we want to try and get that. So we're going to buy wine at 6. We're not going to have enough money. Jesus. Yeah, we're not going to... We can sell this. That's worth 7, so that would help. But then we can only buy one thing. Brick and food. Brick and food. We can only buy 1 food and 2 bricks. Brick and iron, which would be a food. The colonists, we need food. So I think we gotta buy food if we want the colonists. So we gotta buy food. Food costs 4, so we're gonna buy we bought 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 food, and that's 2 food. 1, 2, and we're going to buy 1 brick for 3. Oh, and he now is going to build a house, because why not? He wants to build it in a food location. A food location. Oh, and then the province. So where can he reach that's food? He cannot literally get to any food location that he he can go to the area that I'm already at, but he can't get to any other food locations. Like the clearest food are these 2 right there, and he'd have to go 1, 2. So he'd have to go 1, 2, 3 to get there. He can't get there. His land guy can't get over there. He'd have to go 1, 2 to, because you cannot use these area until you got a ship in it. So does he produce if, let's see here, if Contreras is not able to build a house, it places a colonist instead. Determine which colonist by rolling the red tribute die. Okay. Hang on a second. Wait a second. Before he does that, there's a... All right, here. Yep. If no empty cities are reachable, Contreras builds a house where there already is a house. Okay. So he will build a house where I've already built because it's the only food he can get to. And then this area will produce, but it won't produce because it's already produced. So when he doesn't produce, something happens when he doesn't produce. I'm trying to remember what happens. Yeah, I think it was, and then we played the Mercandor. Nothing happens, yeah. So he doesn't because there has to be at least 3 empty areas for him to do that. And in this case, there is only this. He doesn't flip that one back over, doesn't add a fish back to that one. And so we just ignore it, nothing happens. Okay. All right. Well. They say, I think I would like to... I can do my better Mercador, which give us 5 money. And trade some more better resources. I got the architect. I also have the colonist, but it's in the 4th spot, and I don't want to spend this to get it. I think I'm going to Mercantar, take 5 Stellaris, trade up to 2 goods. I think I'm going to trade. I got food. No, I only have $6. Iron costs $5 itself. I was hoping to build some iron. Yeah, I'm going to trade this in for 7. And then I'm going to purchase some iron. Iron costs 5. I'm going to buy 2 of them for 10. All right, now he builds a house again. And this time he's going to look for the that is a brick, is it not? Yes, it is a brick. Okay, he's going to look for the bricks. Brick it up. So he actually can get to this brick, either one of those two. I think are the only 2 bricks that he has available to him. I need to check out the rules with movement for salt. Hang on a second. Okay, instead of building a house in his S specialist, he likes to build it with the salt. Oh, he should have gotten a forum card at random to start the game. So I forgot that. AI gets one at random. He would have been a blue one. So I'm just randomly got one out of the middle of the thing. And now whenever I take one of the forum cards, he also gets a forum card. He doesn't do anything with them, but he gets 3 victory points at the end of the game. So add that to his fish. That'll be his victory points up there. All right. So he gets 3 for blue and 2 for green. All right, so Contreras prioritizes building a house in the first harbor city at the Red Sea, even before checking point 2 of where does Contreras build, and place a sea colonist there at the first occasion. In the same way, it prioritizes following the Nile upstream. Surplus movement steps are used to reach the bonus spot. So he's trying to go down the river with any extra movement to wherever the bonus is. The bonus spot down there. So he only will go after the salt if he rolls the black die. Not the black die, this die. If he rolls the S, the specialist, he will go after the salt there because he prioritizes it. So in this case, bricks here or there. This is a 1, 2, so he's going to go there. He's going to put his brick out there, and he's and then the province is going to produce, which is the purple province, which is this one. He takes the fish. And you can't just willy-nilly with the fish, because if you flip them over, they'll be worth 2 victory points. This way, they're only worth 1. So, 1 victory point. So that produces... Well, that's kind of crappy, because I was kind of hoping to go there with my stuff. Now, the one thing I did learn from yesterday's game is it takes an iron and a food, to put out a new colonist. Now, I am wondering if I just go ahead and use my Tribune now, and then I can put out, because I have the food and the iron and the food and the iron. I could put out 2 new colonists. I do have another architect to move and build stuff, which would be good. I could build actually, let's see, food and iron. I could build it a brick city and an iron city if I could get a brick and an iron together. But then I wouldn't be able to put my colonists out. Hmm. That is crazy. We need wine. We need a brick and a food for this. We need a brick and iron for this. We need food for colonists. Oh wait, we can't put one of these guys out yet. We need the colonists. And he's in the 4th spot. So the 4th spot is, yeah, it's going to cost us a cloth, which we don't currently own. So we can't just willy-nilly put a colonist in there yet. But still getting a couple more colonists on the board would not be a huge... I think I am going to Tribune. I'm going to Tribune. I'm going to Tribune. I think I'm going to Tribune. I think I'm going to Tribune. All right. So I'm going to get $2. I'm only going to get $2 back, which is kind of crap. Because you ignore the first 3 cards, and then you get a star. Oh, actually $3, because that does count for that one. So 1, 2, 3. Now, I can exchange any good with the salts. I'm going to go ahead, do that. From this ability, I have turned in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, so I can get any of those first 2 cards. This one allows us to use a foreign colonist adjacent to you to build a house. So if I was here, I could build a house here. because he's adjacent to us. Okay. No, I don't like that. I'm actually going to take this one, exchange 2 goods with 2 salt. We'll keep that for later. Get all my cards back. And then I can exchange a food and an iron and a food and an iron for 2 new colonists. I will take a new ship one and a new land one. Put them right there. I cannot put them in this sea until you have to use the colonist bonus there. Then they are going to build a house for its specialists. And in this case, I think, is this where he prioritizes? As a reaction to the Tribune, Contreras prefers building a house in a salt city instead of building it for its specialists. Can he reach a salt city? Yes, he can. 1, 2. So, shoot. He's going to build in the salt. Bastard. Damn, I was just ready to do that too. And then he's going to roll a die. And he's going to add a foot guy there. If he would have rolled a sea guy, he would have put it in here or here. I think. So that is that. We got a lot of... I was just ready to, like, try and do something fancy, and now I got no resources. I need to get some resources. I need to get some cards. I need... $6 is all I got to my name too. Jeez. Oh, and then he takes... I'm sorry, I didn't finish him. He takes the first one he can do. Let me slide these over. Fill them back up. Okay, what are we going to do now? We got one building. We got plenty of people out there, but... Iron... Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh my god. We're going to try our Mercantor. And take $5, and then we're going to trade. We're going to take an iron. It's one of our... And our second... so that cost us 5. Our second one is going to be... I think it's going to be... It's going to be 6. It's going to be 2 bricks. Brick. For $6. Now we have completely nothing. Absolutely no money. He's going to build a house. He's going to look for vine. He wants the vine. 1, 2. We can get to either one of those. 1, 2. We can go to this vine as well. So either one of those or that. Now his priority would be neither one's on an Osten. So he would do it by name, and that's going to be 1, 2. As Gaza is lowest. Oh, wait a minute. He would just take this guy. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, actually, he's got to move. Oh, he's got an extra move. So it only costs him 2 move to get there. He's got a movement of 3 because he's got 3 guys on the board. So his extra move, he just moves his ship. He's trying to get it down here. So he will just try to keep moving that ship if he's got any extra movement. I believe is how you would do that. Okay, so we can build, we can build, we can build, we can build, we can build all kinds of stuff. Where are we going to build? We're going to move our architects. Oh, that's done. We're going to build an architect. And our architect, I have a move of 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start moving my ship down there as well. And now I'm going to build. It's going to cost us a thing and an iron. Oh wait, I cannot build anything. I've got no money. Hang on a second. I got no money. I need money. What are you going to do? We need money. Before we can build anything, we're going to need money. How do I get money? How do I get money? Someone help me. I need money. Oh my God, I need money. I mean, I could take 3 stars and trade goods. That doesn't really help us. How in the hell do we get more money? We can produce. There's always the fish on the board will get us some stuff as well, but wow, that's a bummer. I really wanted to. All right, I'm going to take the coins from this. So that's just 2 coins, unfortunately. And then we actually increase all of these up to 2 because they weren't taken. Then we add 1 there, 1 there. And then he gets 2 victory points. That was still not great. Where is our... prefix? Yeah. So now we're going to we're going to activate this, which is this, and I'm going to get 2 fish because of the double bonus. I will also get an iron and a food. Whoa. Iron and a food. And he's going to get 3 victory points. We need fucking money. We're going to take 3 stores. And we're going to trade some goods. I'm going to trade an iron for $5. Do I want to trade this for 4? No, I think I will. I think I'll be, done. I guess. I want the food in case no. Let's see what he does. He builds a house in a food location. So he can get to this food, he can get to this food. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So the only, all 3 of these are going to get to this one. Because it's a land bridge. His closest guy is here. You'd have to go 1, 2, 3, no. So it's those 2 are the only food he can get to. So I think he would go 1, 2, puts a food out there. Then that province is blue, which is this one. He's gonna get he's gonna kill me in victory points. So he's gonna produce there, and then that was 2 moves. He's got a movement of 1, 2, 3, so he's gonna move his ship down another space. Yuck. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I have a movement of 4 actually, so I could move 1, 2, 3. I could do a brick and assault. Okay, I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to produce a brick and assault. A brick costs a food. Oh, so I have to, hang on, I got an architect first. Let's pay an architect. There we go. So I got a food for a brick house and 1 money. 1 money and a food. And then for a salt house, I need an iron, a wine, and $5. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to use this. I'm going to exchange any 2 goods. I'm going to exchange those 2 for 2 of these. 1, 2. So that goes away. I've used it. And now it costs me an iron and a wine and $5 to build there. All right, then he is going to take a card. Card number 2. Which is the farmer. Okay, so now we got 2 salts. We've got some areas we might be able to produce in. We can produce a salt. Wait a minute, before we start our turn, what does this fish do? I'm going to have to look at that fish. Oh my god. That's a little... And of course, I'm going to need the rules for that one. That is, they take 1 movement step with 1 colonist and 1 house according to the usual rules of personality card architects. Okay, so you can move 1 of your colonists 1 space and then build a house. If you take that action, of course, if we did that, we'd have to put a Solars there to skip that spot. Do we need a food? Do we need a food? What are we going to do on our turn is the question. We got Tribune, Architect, Senator, and Diplomat. And we got the Colonist coming up. It's now in the 3rd spot. The 3rd spot, again, since I don't have the little board out, is basically a random. So it costs us a food and 1 other thing. So getting some more All right, we are going to we're going to diplomat. We're going to diplomat his mercantor. So we take 3 money. And then I am going to spend $6 getting 2 bricks. Now let's hope he doesn't build a house. I could trade more goods, but I'm not going to. He wants another food house. He can get to this one now, which I think he's going to prioritize. 1, 2, and build there. And he's got an extra move, so he moves his little ship down that way. And then the province produces, which is the green here. Nobody has anyone in the spice yet, so he gets 2 more victory points. Oh, we're going to get killed. We're getting killed. We're going to get killed. So this gets flipped down. We can't do that anymore. That goes away. All right, but now the colonist is in reach. So we're going to senator. Oh boy. Hi. Well, before we do anything, hang on a second. We can still... Right, I was going to spend a fish. We're going to spend a fish. We're going to move there. And we're going to get a food. Okay, that was our free action at the beginning of our turn. Now, we will senator. And we're going to take this one here for this. And we're going to take this one for a food and anything. And we're going to take this one and this one. Okay, and now we can build in the center. So he's going to build a house, a food house again, the only food house he is not built on is this one. He's already there, so he doesn't even need to move, so he can move his ship 1, 2, 3 spaces. My God, we're getting murdered by this guy, I think. I mean, we do have the victory points on him, but that's about it. I got $1. So for a fish, we can move a guy and build a house, but it would only be... we can only build a brick house, because that's all we have money for. I need resources for my colonists now. I need a food and an iron. We got to produce a province. Let's produce a province here. Oh wait, before we do that, do we want to do this? You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to spend my 1 to skip this. So there's 1 on there now, and then go to the next location, and that's getting us an iron. We're going to take the iron. Now we could actually do food and iron and play the colonists and put our colonists out there. Because that will get us $5 every time from now on. And I can use an iron and a thing to build the ship. Now he's going to take a colonist. Try to. Oh, he got another land one. Ha ha ha. And he does have one, so he's got to put the land guy out. Ha ha ha. Eight. Now if we produce... Well, do we want to spend a fish? We do want to spend a fish and move up, and that's going to get us... That's only $3. And the fish goes to him. It's only $3. Oh well. $3 that we didn't have. Let's produce. Let's see. All right, we're going to produce a salt. And that's this one. Oh, that's 2 fishes. We get a salt and a wine. And then he gets 2 victory points. Still need money. I have 2 cards left. Architect, I can move guys. Might not be a bad option. But I only have $3 to build houses, which is not enough money. So I think it's going to be time to Tribune again. Tribune again. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3 we ignore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. That's $7. We can get colonists. No, he's going to build a house for a specialist, which is the Mason. No, he's going to be the farmer now. He's already built all of his farming houses, but he would try. Actually, I think he tries to prioritize the salt. So he's going to actually build on this salt down here. that just stinks. Build a colonist or a card. He's gonna build a ship. Now he builds a ship. Let's see where he's at. He's actually, this is in this port. This is technically in this port until you move it out of there. Well, that was pretty crappy. Oh, and I get to, because I turned in 9 cards, I get a so the ones that are there, I can get assault. I can replace any of your cloth with any other good that you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that, because cloth is the best or most expensive. And then you can get like a little extra area to build more resources, but I got plenty of open spaces. I think we're losing badly. I think is what's happening. So I'm just gonna take this salt. He's gonna take this. You slide over. Oh, and I exchange any good with the salt. I'm gonna exchange this with the salt. That's my special ability. I got $10. I got $10. So I got fish, which allow us to grab a card for 2 fish. Is there a card we want to buy for 2 fish that doesn't cost us an arm and a leg? I say no. I say no. I need more areas to produce here. So we're gonna do this prefect. And because it's getting us, we get double the bonus goods. Since we're getting 2 fish, we would get 4 fish. So we got plenty of fish now. We would get a brick and a brick. He's gonna 2 bricks. And he's gonna get 2 victory points. So we've got some bricks and some salt. We can build some more areas. I'm going to play this card, which is our colonist card. But I'm going to use this option down here, which gives us 5 stars plus 1 for every colonist. We have 4 colonists. That's $9. So we're going to take that. He's going to get 2 victory points. $9 for that. And now we got some money. Okay, now we got some fish. We've got some fish. Alright, I'm going to slide up there. It's going to cost us 2 fish, which I give to him. I'm going to take this one, which is a wine. And anything. Okay. Getting some more resources might not be a bad option. If we had more buildings out, which would be great. I'm going to architect, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to build here. Which costs 5. A brick and a cloth. Plus 5. Boom, right there. And now I'm adjacent to this, which means at the end of the turn I will slide over on this. So anytime this area produces, I will earn $5. So I will be super rich going forward now. He's going to take a card, 4, which is the colonist card. The other colonist card, which is actually pretty smart. Okay, we need... We're going to play this one, take 5 Stellaris, and now we can build, let's see, what do we want? We're going to need bricks, so 3, 6, 9 money in bricks. So I'm buying 3 bricks, 1, 2, 3 bricks. That's our first purchase. Our second purchase will be wine or cloth. Got 10 money left. He's taken all of the food places, like every single one. Well, let's see. Which resource, where are we going to build? He's built 9 places so far. I built 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I built 5 spaces. So at $10, I could get 2 iron, 2 food, like Could not do two of this. Iron, there's 2 iron coming up. Maybe we take iron. We'll spend 1 on iron. Then he's going to build a house. Iron house. Okay, he can probably get to anything. He can get to this one. Yeah, he's going to prioritize. I guess he would prioritize this one and go 1, 2, 3. How many guys has he got? Well, he's got 4, so 4. He's got 1 more spot, so he. And then he puts his little house out there. Ugh. And then this green produces. But it's already produced, so he will turn all these over. And he will get reset these. He will reset them now because there's more than 3. And he will join me at the end of the round. Alright, we got plenty of fish. We got to spend our fish. Right, spend a fish. Give him another fish. And I get, what did I get? A brick. We can build lots of things now. If we had more money. Oh, and that built, we would have got $5. No, because it didn't produce. Shoot. Didn't produce, he reset them. Okay, come on now. We got to get done with this game. Okay. So he reset them. Tools, huh? How many? Let's see. I've only got 1 tool. To do. All right. Start a turn. Do I want to do this? What is that? I don't even know what that is. Jesus Christ. Money. You take 2 stars from the bank and then trade in 1 good according to the usual rules. Okay, so you get $2 and then you can do a trade. That's actually not bad. I will spend a fish for that. Give it to Knucklehead over there. Get $2. I'm going to trade in. Let's get a resource, actually. I will buy an iron for 5. Okay, so that was my fish thing. Now I'm going to Senator. I want to get this card for a brick and an iron. I'm going to get this one for a iron and anything, and I'll make it a brick. These two slide over. And that is it. So these are the last four, and then you got the ending card right there. So we've got that. All right, so we purchased our cards. He will try to build another house. Why not? This time it's going to go into the brick. Can he get to a brick? Well, there's bricks there, but it's the opposite of the direction he wants to go. So I guess he would go back there to get a brick. Wait. Yeah, I guess that's how you would do that. I don't know. That's a tough decision. All right, our turn. I think it's time to spend some fish. Yeah, we're going to spend another fish. Give him another fish. We're going to take a cloth because, yes, you guessed it. I'm thinking about diplomats, and I don't think we've done his senator. No, here's his senator right there. We can do his senator. Purchase up to 2 cards. We're going to take this for a cloth and a brick, and this will be for a cloth. We're going to take both of these. He is going to, what is he going to do? He's going to build a house and a white dice. Iron. And I'm completely out of everything again, almost. Oh, I spent a fish to get a thing, so I forgot to move my little piece. He's gonna build iron. He get to that iron up there. He can get to that iron right there. He prioritizes new regions. Let's see. He's got guys here. He's got guys there. He's got guys there. He's got guys there. He doesn't have anybody up there, so let's go there. Why not? True. Jesus Christ. Cheating bastard. Does it produce? No, it just builds. Okay. Damn. He's in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 areas. Jesus. Okay. We got one little resource. I guess it's time. Well, first we have a fish. Do we want to spend a fish? We can trade food or iron. What is that? Trade food or iron in for something something. You may pay either a food or a tool to place either a new land or sea colonist into the capital city. Nope. choosing not to do that. So I'm going to spend $1 and bypass it and go to this one. And oh, I don't have 2 fish, so never mind. So we're going to produce somewhere, I think. Do I have my production? I don't have my good one, so I'll have to do this one. Production. Production. We'll produce here, which gives this. That is a brick, 2 bricks, and a cloth. Plus a fish. He's going to get 2 victory points. Producing again. This time. Oh, when I produce there, I should have got $5. Because I have a thing there. I don't think he gets $5. Screw him. So if we produce there, we get a stone and a food. I want to produce over here, which is... Oh, wait, before I do anything, I'm going to spend $1 to bypass this location and go here and spend 2 fishes to get $5, $6, $7, $8. Then I will prefect over there. No, I never built over there. What the hell am I thinking? I thought I did, but I guess I hope I didn't build, put him over there instead of me. Oh my God, that would have been really dumb. I guess we'll produce here, which gets us a fish. And a food and a tool. Fish, food, and a tool. He gets 3 victory points. He's almost caught us. Wine, if we had wine. All right, architect, it's time to build some more things and more locations. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Four. Don't fall, please. All right. Let's see what it costs us. This and this. And $5. And a food. And $1. All right, we build a couple more locations. He's going to take a card. That's not a card. He's going to take a card. Number 1 card. There's only 1 card remaining. It's a wine and a brick, and I don't have wine. I don't have a wine. How do I get this last card? Because I want the 7 victory points. How do I get it before he takes it? I'll just do this one. You build a house. Take 3 stars. And I'm going to buy a wine for 6. And got the brick, so it doesn't matter. I don't need anything else. He's going to build a house. This should be the end of it. He's going to do it in the bricks. Prioritizing a new region. Bricks, huh? He's going to build over here next to me, I think. It's the only region he's not in that he can get to a brick, which kind of sucks. And then the region is going to produce. So that is the yellow. He's going to get this. I'm going to get a cloth and a brick. Cloth and a brick. Doesn't matter. I'm going to buy this card, and he's going to get 3 victory points. So I need this and a brick. And I get this card and this card.
Lunch.
Absolutely. Please.
Grilled cheese and soup? Or the leftover pizza?
Whichever one you don't want. I'll take either one. Pizza's fine.
I'll give you the soup. You need it.
Whatever you want. You take and give me the other.
You want the grilled cheese too?
Yeah, I want the grilled cheese too. Alright, that is that. He gets his 3 victory points. Wait a minute.
You want the leftover one?
Yeah.
Or do you want a whole one? I don't care.
Whole one. Yeah, if you got it, that's fine. I should have taken a salt sometime, but I forgot all about that. But, so I got a lot of cards, so this might make things a little more interesting. For victory points, that is. So he gets 3, 1, 2, 3. So he's actually beating me by a point. Alright? These are all his cards. So he doesn't have a lot of cards. He didn't get a lot of cards. We only used 2 of his. So he's probably not going to get a lot of points in cards. Okay. So blue cities, no brick. So no brick cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 2 is 18. So I'm just going to remember he's beating me by a point. So he got 18. So he starts on the 1. I'll start on the 0. So he's up to 18 points. 18. 18 right there. That's that. Then he's got 1 brown, which is how many different resources. He's got brick, wine, food, salt. He didn't get cloth. So he's got iron, food, brick, wine, and salt. So he's got 5. 5 times 1 is 5. So he's up to 23 points. He's got 2 green. His specialist, which is food, and this is where he's going to kill me. He's got all the food. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 locations. 4 times 2 is 8. Orange. Colonists. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 4 times 2. 8. 39. And then provinces. This is where he's going to really do well. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got all 10. 10 times 4 is 40. 40 and 39 is 79. So we remember he's at 79. Okay, that's all he got though. But, oh, and he gets 7 victory points for this. 86. So he's at 86. Now let's see how we did. Okay. All right. Specialists. So, how many cloth? No. Yeah, cloth. 1. We had 1 of those. This is iron. 1. Oh, I had 2 cloth, 1 iron, Jesus, and 2 cloth, 1 iron, and no wine? So 3 points for that. Production. How many different ones did I have? I had cloth, iron, food, brick. So I had 4. 4 times 3 is 12. Oh, no, and salt. So I had 5. This is 15. I'm up to 18 there now. Okay. Then I got colonists. I have 4 colonists. 4 times 2 is 8. I trade in these for points. That's 7, 10, 15, 18. I would get 1 victory point in this. Blue, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are non-brick cities. Non-brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 5. 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is 20. That's 47. Then I have provinces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12. 57, 59. Oh boy, we're losing big time. We're losing big time. I get 7 points for this. 66, and I get 7 points for this. 73. I think that's it. I think that is it. We lost. We have lost again to the AI in his cheating ways. Holy. Oh, and yeah, we didn't even count all of his victory points up here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 20, 23, 26 more. Okay. Okay. We lost by a lot. We lost by more than a boatload. So that is that. Concordia, really good game. Does take up a lot of space, but it's a lot of fun to play. A lot of strategy, trying to think about things, but it is definitely one of these games that the AI system is as easy and as nice as it is, can be a little much. Trying to not manage it, but just to win against it. It seems like it's pretty hard. We lost every time so far. We tried with expansions, without expansions. The AI does, he just gets points, and points. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. That was a full playthrough setup. Everything on how to play with all the expansions, the fish, the architect cards, the salts, everything. I think we did about as best we could do given the circumstances. So I think the AI won by a lot. He actually had 26 more than this, so we would have had 112. We had 73, so it was a complete and utter demolishing. And I'm going to be putting Concordia away now because now I'm very frustrated. We got murdered. It's still a great game, but yeah, it is a lot of effort to put in to lose by so much. Ugh, terrible. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye for now.